to what they're saying to you because you know they're there and they have information for you. All right. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at Shannon's chart. And okay. Very, very open, my dear. Wide open. So basically what that means, we talked from the beginning of this live stream, I was really sharing about the number one takeaway from human design is strategy and authority. Your strategy as a projector is waiting to be invited and waiting to be recognized. And that can be difficult. You have so much projected energy. So basically what projector energy is really this ability to, when you meet another person, penetrate directly into that person's auric field and go right into that center, the G center, and go, okay, like I can feel how this person is. I feel how they are. We're not allowed to know that, right? Like in our culture, in our society, it's like, you're not allowed to know that. So we doubt it. And we don't really appreciate the awareness that we have of how other people are. Or on the flip side of that, we make assumptions about how that energy feels through our own interpretation, and we're interpreting all of that through our own baggage, our own emotional stuff that we're still carrying through our own experiences, bringing that symbolism to this energy that we're picking up from this other person and going, okay, I know what that's all about because I had this experience in my past. That's what that's about for me. And we can be wrong. So there's those two things that can be happening. And because those two things can be happening, there's a lot of times there's uncertainty about what we feel, uncertainty about what we know. But for you, a projector, that is your jam. That is your strength. That is your ability to know. Once you begin to realize that most of what you sense, most of what you feel, a lot of it is being filtered through you. It's filtered through self-awareness of your own self, but a lot of it isn't yours. It does not come from you. It's coming from other people and bombarding your field. And so as a result, we can be bitter. Projectors can have a lot of bitterness and feel neglected, feel unrecognized for the truths that you know, for the wisdom that you share, the wisdom that you carry, can be very, very heavy and feel, neglected when you try to share those things and they're not received. And the reason that they go unreceived is because of timing. A lot of times a projector will be sharing what they know in the wrong timing. And in that way, it's rejected. The energy does not open up, just like we were talking about how manifestor energy opens up. Well, in a very similar fashion, when a projector is waiting and they've been invited, they've been acknowledged, the energy opens up and they can come right in and go, this is, voila, this is what you need. This is what I can give you. This is what I can share. This is what I know. This is who I am. And you're bringing that level of awareness to the table. Now, this is even more profound for you, and you can tell me if you're relating to any of this or not. Okay, so in the comments, if you're feeling like this is true for you, you can let me know. But from what I see in your chart, this is even more profound for you because you have one defined channel, and that is the 4323. That's also known as the Freak to Genius channel. So basically, if the timing is not correct for whatever it is that you have to share, then people will be like, what a freak. Got that channel too. So I can relate to that. If the timing is correct and you are invited and recognized and you begin to speak, then you don't even necessarily have to think. You're not even thinking about what you're saying. You're just letting it flow, and it is flowing. And there's this wisdom and this awareness and this inner knowledge and a truth that is coming through that is just happening in the moment. And its precision is like genius. And that's the energy of the freak to genius channel. And that is the one channel that you have defined in your chart. So the way that you conceptualize things, the way that you, the awareness that you have of yourself as an individual, is the one thing that you're here to be known for, to be able to give that to the people who are closest to you, to be able to share that wisdom with those around you, and to be invited by, your community, with that fourth line energy, right? You've got this small, maybe, it could be a large network, but it could be a small network too, of individuals who are there to be the givers and the takers, to give and receive in your life of the information, and to be resources for you, So, again, let me know if any of that is resonating. Yeah, okay, that's resonating for you. And you also have sixth line energy in your profile. And so the sixth line is this energy of the role model. And at this stage of your life, Shannon, that's truly what you are. You have this ability to share information from your lifelong experiences. And anyone who's listening, anyone who's showing up in your space to learn from you is going to get a very profound education, because that is who you are. That is what you're here to share. You're here for people to learn how to speak their truth as they watch you do that. And you will transform people with that ability. But again, it's through waiting and responding. Bye, baby. Have a good day. So, not waiting and responding. I'm sorry. It is through waiting to be invited. Waiting to be invited and waiting to be recognized. So you also have the inner authority of sounding board. Your inner authority is sounding board. So basically what that means is it's pretty amazing, actually. Like, I love this because everything just kind of like flows together. As we're talking about this ability to like speak and have your genius come forth, you're listening to your own, you're in that moment listening to your own self. And you may have questions, you may have doubts, you may have concerns. And as you allow this spoken energy to come out, this is answering your own questions. So what's really helpful in that sense is to have people to talk to listen, and to speak your own truth, but you're answering your own questions. You don't need their answers. You don't need them to provide you with any additional input. You just need to hear yourself say it, and then boom, now I have my answer. Now I can make my choice. Now I can make my decision and move in the direction that I want to go. And you are self-contained, my dear. Like, you are a truly self-contained individual. I think that a lot of the issues at hand are really from openness and from taking in the openness of other people and allowing other people's energy to debilitate you. Once you begin to realize that this is who you are, this energy of your awareness, the way that you conceptualize things and the way that you speak and communicate that, everything else in your body, this is completely opposite to like me, for example. Your design is opposite to mine in a lot of ways. It's not going to be the gut feelings necessarily that motivate you. It's not going to be the truth is not really going to come from what you feel in your body, right? That's going to be maybe true for Ariel. It might be true for me, but for you, that's not the case. You're going to be picking up on other people's truth, understanding that that is how they need to be taking action, but that's not necessarily how you need to be taking action. Getting a lot of rest is really important for you because you can take on so much energy from other people. If you're around a lot of generators, you can be taking on that generator energy and you can be pushing yourself to do things that are not good for you. It's about being able to know when enough is enough for you. And again, sometimes even just talking to yourself, speaking out loud and saying, okay, like this is the issue that I have going on. How can I see this through the eyes of love? How can I see this through an expanded version of what's real for me? And as you begin to ask yourself that question and speak out the answer to yourself, even by yourself, you can have nobody around you and just start talking. Listen to what is coming through. And there's going to be way more truth in that for you than what you'll feel in your physical body. Especially when other people are around. Okay. So you do have a lot of activations in those other gates, in those other centers. You don't have anything that's completely open. So you are filtering a lot of awareness, but again, it's only in those times when you're with people who activate that energy for you. So hopefully that is making sense to you. You can let me know in the comments and ask any questions that you have. I'm going to go ahead and take a look here. Yeah.